home tonight thinking about this, their friend, who's lost his life as a result of the political violence in this country. That was the message that Charlie Kirk shared his last post on X, to that effect that you have to talk about those things in political terms, or else it's not going to change that message. Any information on what we see tonight in terms of flags coming down or any other displays, I'll sort of keep you updated on that. It's just developing news, and I'll also note that the mention from President Trump, Charlie no longer being with us, called him elected, and
hey TJ, how's it going?
That is something I'm sure
Hey TJ, how's it going?
Continue to bring you the outpourings of just sadness and sympathy, and also outrage that this could happen. We're seeing
Drone shots. Hey Skyfly, good evening. Good evening to everybody that's in the chat. DJ, are you at work? Is that where you are? At work, okay.
First thing that he says about it is babies. We have a conversation. Stop talking. Well, anything.
Hey Randy. Joel.
Exactly how I think Charlie he's a believer, and as previously said, that should give us some solace and some peace about where Charlie is today. His destination was always Hill. He knew it, and that's now where Charlie is. It's also incredibly great to share. Podcast. That's incredible. Charlie Kirk appears on your podcast. Tell me about the book, like any of us can. Yeah, again, it's somebody that didn't have to take that toxic stuff. The time for me as an enjoy me.
There's a ship downbound. It's the American Century.
At the end of our hour, well, after we had learned that each reactor basically Charlie Kirk has died.
It's so sad. I want his wife and my country to know that the last question he took, the last thing he talked about to people in Utah, thousands of people that want to come here. Was one of love, of Jesus Christ, of his belief in prayer. And he talked about that from his heart. And you can feel it. And he's done that times before. But I consider it an honor to be there. It makes me there. I'm so glad that this happened in our backyard. It's in America. Now, I gotta tell you, I used to be in Congress. I represented this area. We're veterans. But there's somebody out there, people, absolute total people, and they can be taken down. Our law enforcement, I love them. They got to do a better job. There's no communication. We have 100,000 students between BYU and students. They say somebody's in custody, then they say, oh, well, that's not the sheriff. Right now, police are still flying, and it's almost 3 hours later. They got to communicate with us. Is there a shooter that's still out there? And if so, what catch this person to make sure that he receives justice? That's what I'm feeling into. But his message of love of God, of Jesus Christ, is one that I was part of this last place.
You know, I hope so, Casey. I really do. This is going to be a difficult moment for our country. It's a difficult moment for so many of us. So we can see your emotions, well, personally. Now it turns into a very difficult for us as a country and how we answer these movements of today. The loss of Charlie Kirk. Jason, thank you so much. And joining us for the past hour. It's been a gut-wrenching day. There's no playbook on reporting the loss of a friend to all of us, influential figure, a titan in America. The loss of Charlie Kirk. At this moment, the suspect is not in custody and a search is underway. We started this show as a prayer. Charlie Kirk continues prayer. Family of Charlie Kirk after this underneath tragedy. The whole stay tuned Fox News Network for continuing coverage. Charlie Kirk was 31 years.
President Trump just announcing that Charlie Kirk has died after being shot at an event in Utah where his attorneys point to the same organization. The president said, the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or when the heart beat the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to beautiful wife Erica and family. Charlie. You will have everyone on five reaction in just a moment. But let's take a cut up on the news. The latest Jonathan Hunt is now. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Dana. Tragic scene unfolding on the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. That's a fact that event.
No, there's no talk going on because I'm here by myself, Brenda. I can't babble, and I'm kind of, I don't know if you've been catching the news, but Charlie Kirk, who was legendary with the young people, was doing an event in Arizona and was shot dead. He was on stage when he was talking to the group, thousands of groups that were there, and shot him, and he fell over backwards. And they don't. The story is evolving because there is no suspect in custody, and yeah.
And then see hush of blood, and then obviously, as you can imagine, the crowd running in every direction, absolutely terrified. We have seen pictures of Charlie Kirk then being carried away by people to be appear to be security guards, not in uniform. There are also going to be questions about the security that was in place there, but this was, as Jason Chaffetz was saying, see an event in a state. It's a very free city, or I know it well personally from family connections there, and we expected anything like this. It is a dreadful scene there now. The shooter appears to still be on the run at this point. Somebody was taken into custody earlier. I saw that on video. Appeared to be a more elderly
Anything like this. It is a dreadful scene there now. The shooter appears to still be on the run at this point. Somebody was taken into custody earlier. We saw that on video. Appeared to be a more elderly gentleman. As we understand it, Dana, that man has now been released from custody and had nothing whatsoever to do with the shooting. So there is obviously very much now an urgent manhunt underway to find whoever carried out the shooting. And from the way it played out, the way it was set up, Dana, you have to think that this was very much planned and carried out by somebody very familiar with and competent with the use of a high-powered rifle. The ultimate outcome of all of this, Charlie Kirk dead at 30.
Huge heart. And what it impact. Jonathan, Kennedy and I just saw.
So we cover a lot of events here, and many of them don't touch us personally, but this one does.
Think about that, the impact of the young man.
Charlie was a giant human, especially to me, when the college people and everything around, but it's a huge heart, and what an impact. Kennedy and I just saw for the agreement.
This is
born in
1993, and you have to take, if you're our age, you think about that and like the impact that this young man had, and the shooting is a moment for our country. And I believe, and I think my colleagues here will agree, the nation needs a circuit breaker. This is unacceptable. It's so tragic, and he touched a lot of people and a lot of people's hearts. You're going to hear a lot about more about that in the next hour and in the coming hours here on Fox News. His first television hit, Greg Gutfeld, was Fox and Friends in 2012, believe it or not. So we've known the young man for a long time, and may he rest in peace.
Yeah, he's. I've known him for probably 10 years. I mean, it's hard to gather your thoughts beyond just horror. So instead, I mean, you know, Charlie was such a force of nature. He was brilliant and he was funny, but what scared people was his persuasiveness. And the only way to take him down, because he could persuade you so strongly, was to kill him. You know, and the shock and despair that we are feeling, and I mean we as in shared by everyone at home and around this table and in this building, it's a testament to the impact of Charlie's friendship and his bravery and his character. And it's so deep a wound that we all feel. It's because it feels like he's one of us. He's part of us because he was such genuinely a patriot and a great person. So how do you work through this stuff? You know, it's not about him or me. It's us, the viewers. You are us. What do we do? Well, you still do what you always do, but you do more of it. You stand up, you speak up, and you share the risk. Right now, you are recoiling, but you have to come back and return stronger, more fortified, and more resilient. What is ironic, fittingly, I guess, is that this is a turning point. You know, if you believe in Charlie, you got to believe in yourself because he believed in you. You know, this isn't over. This is the beginning. And Charlie's power just got released in all of us. He's going to be bigger now than he ever was on this chaotic planet. He made us all bigger.
Just get through it and remember that he would want you to get stronger and not back down.
Jesse, before I go to you, President Trump has announced that he was the
Every time he did a hit on my show, he would text me after the extent. Really appreciate it. And my daughter, she's 13 years old. This is a man who touched an entire generation and electrified and made them hate you. And this is not a controversial person. This is not a polarizing guy. He's a great actor. He's a great person. He's a great Christian. See his family there. Kids not dancing photos.
So anyway, that's the news. Hey, he was born in 93. So that's the news that's going on right now. That's probably filling everybody's TV screens. It just shows how things in our world have gotten out of hand to the extent that it has. I know this is kind of selfish of me to say because I don't have any children or any family left here. But some point in time, I'll be leaving this earth, and I can't imagine how bad it's going to be for next generation or the next generation after that or generations down the line.
Jill and I are praying for Charlie for his family. I'm sure to have many more of these days come through. Harold, you also.
I met Charlie Utah. First off, my condolences prayers to his family. He's a young dad. The kind of pain on that, what he has to be experiencing. She's channeling kids. She knows she'll be good.
East Coast, you're talking about the girl that had her neck slashed on the tram in New York. That was sad. in the particular case that I'm talking about, he'd been arrested 17 times, and the court system kept letting him out, letting him out, letting him out. You know, he had armed robbery, he had all kinds of assault, different things with him, and they just kept, oh, he'll get it figured out. He'll get better. He'll get better. Yeah. That's why I believe in the death penalty. If you show that you have that kind of evil, yeah, she was working in a pizza place and was on the tram going home when he sat behind her and then came around and just slashed her neck. Yeah, I'd agree, East Coast. Our world seems to be crumpling around us.
On microphone, media, talk about ideas and amplify what we believe is right. It is okay to be polarizing. It is okay to be enlightening. It is okay for people to agree with
Yep, in Carolina, that's right. It was the Carolinas. I think it was Charlotte, wasn't it?
Tell you this, as Jesse said, his daughter loved Charlie Kirk. My daughter is a junior in college. A lot of them only get their news from TikTok, and they all know who Charlie Kirk is because using the Socratic method.
Yep, that's right, Ed. He just kept letting him out on the street.
And do that well. And I hope they continue to do that. And that his shadow resonates for generations of people who are able to sit down with those things.
Yeah, it was so sad. And Charlie Kirk's death is another indication of how bad things have gotten out there. I agree, Joe. Well, they keep you know, in law school and stuff, they teach all these lawyers all this liberal crap. And then they turn around and they appoint them as federal judges and judges all around the country. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Trying to be with you on day one. Like everyone, I'm in trouble. And I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken because someone from generation turned out young people into legend, into passionate for conservative staff and empowered young people, and to continue this.
Yeah, it's sad. Yep, that's right, Skyfi. Hey, Mark. Right here, right now, it's 70 degrees, if you're asking me. It was cloudy as hell, and now it's starting to get some sunshine.
And I gotta tell you this, fine. I mean, his own family, married Erica and two children, his husband, friends. I mean, he believes behind a friend, a move that becomes strong. This young man who made a decision to take a different course, he created, and he had all of our problems. And then that they talk about, fashion and all that, for one, trying to silence the dialogue, therefore, true fact. And what I know of Charles is that he would want to keep fighting, he wanted to keep fighting war, to build a faith, move our doubters. And in the end, Charlie proved us all right about what matters. And what we would tell Charles is that there is authority. Because this is a man who changed. He changed. Our because he was strong. Thank you.
Oh, Mark, how you doing? Are you coming on, or are you busy?
You made some about Burning Point was that it connected you with other people that made things like you or even not even like that, but might not fit in with the orthodoxy of the left camps. So it wasn't like they become right wingers. It was more like you know, there are like you here that may not get that agreement with what's going on. And it's kind of he's like he reminds me of Anthony part in the sense that it was like, you know, why not? Why not? You know, why not challenge this leftist orthodoxy? Doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be. I don't know if it's that ambitious because I mean I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's got to figure out how to get along because it's not good where we're headed.
He says America is the land of the oppressed, the genocider, the brave and go. I'm going to get free. Go back. Three words I would use. Well, he created a mechanism to share the risk. And you saw, I mean, this was a machine that literally shared this. You're not alone. You're going to meet all that are just like you. And it's going to be easier.
If it's small power now, just I'll give you a couple of statistics just to have a transition here. So
He has a nationwide.
Literally share the risk. You're not alone. You're going to meet.
There are 700,000 activists. He has 300 full-time staff, 85 million online followers. And you can see on the
Campus Reach. 3,500 high school and college campuses have a Turning Point chapter. There are 750,000 student activists. He has 300 full-time staff, 85 million online followers. And you can see also that in the UK and Europe, this is also starting to take a hold a little bit there. Its revenue was $81 million. They had things like the Professor Watch List initiative that would try to find a way to root out professors that were discriminating against conservative views or promoting just liberal ideologies. That's really an incredible thing for somebody that young.
Yeah, he would smile if I said that he was the greatest community organizer in American history, but he is. I mean, you name the chapters and the amount of people that he inspired at that level. He is credited with sometimes winning Arizona last election. And what he did on the ground in places like Michigan, the president owes him big time. And the president is obviously incredibly grateful. He's so much more than a campus guy. I mean, this guy was walking in the halls of power for the last several years. He had huge amounts of input on policy. One of the greatest communicators of the generation, tight with the president, with Vance, with Don Jr. It can't be understated how big of a figure he was in this movement. And the fact that they took out a lieutenant with a bullet makes me so angry. And Greg is so right. Two men, Breitbart and Kirk, were taken way too early. And it feels like a piece of America was taken. I mean, this guy loved this country so much. He dedicated his entire life to this job. Charlie never took vacation. I never knew him to take vacation. He always was working. And the fact that he went in, as you mentioned, to these college campuses, he went into the belly of the beast. And he knew these campuses were the kind of the cauldron of anti-Americanism. And he went right in and he watched the professors. And he went right in and he galvanized the students to stand up for themselves and push back and use logic and their gut instincts to change the course of history. And he did. And now it's cool to be conservative when you're young. I mean, completely flipped the script.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, who would have thought that we'd become mainstream? He
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
I'm Paul.
First statement after Charlie Kirk's confirmed that these flags will fly at half-mast until 6 p.m. on Sunday evening this weekend. Kennedy.
It's stunning. So, yeah, I'm going to go back to
Yeah, it's just
I take it he's a politician then.
well, he is, but he was the head of an organization that was trying to tell kids that you don't need to be indoctrinated in college to all the leftist views. Make your mind up for yourself and stand up for yourself, as long as you believe in God and country and. He had a lot of respect from a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
because I knew I'd been alone. At the time, I was a Republican while I was on MTV, and I'm very skeptical of Clintonian Democrats and the way our Russian would lurch westward and left unchecked. And he said at the time, kids don't vote Republican. You know, what's the point of wasting the time and money? And Charlie Kirk found that philosophy unacceptable. And that's why he is a great American inventor. This is how the Industrial Revolution went forward, was because of tinkerers and inventors who saw problems and chose to solve them themselves. And he did that from a very young age because he knew he wasn't the only one being shepherded into groupthink. So he decided to make change because he knew under the right circumstances with the right message it would become a common liberation. And let me just read this to you. The RNC has put its following statement on the day that took the life of Charlie Kirk. It says, Charlie Kirk was a father, husband, and dedicated patriot, spent his life defending conservative values and inspiring to America. Our hearts break for his wife, children, loved ones, and countless supporters across the country. The horrifying violence that saw Valley University that took the life of Charlie Kirk is utterly appalling. Republicans and Democrats alike must stand united in condemning this brutality that has no place in America. Just a moment, we're going to have a chance to talk with Paul Morrow because we have.
Yeah, and he had, he was a young guy, and he had two children, a little boy and a little girl. I think the little boy was about 2 or 3 or 4, and the little girl was like 5.
It says it was at Utah Valley University.
Yep. Boone's better. Boone is back to his normal self, I would say, close to it.
Good.
The president just ordered all flags in the country to be lowered to half staff. Hey, Brenda. Giggles is at work, everybody, just so you know. He must be checking in.
We shoot him and kill him. We take is that he's not taking his ideas off the table about shooting someone you disagree with, trying to kill someone you disagree. Especially about foundation of things you talk about Socrates and Plato, everyone on the table that. One thing I'm talking about Socrates, during that era, one of the most awful, best ideas, and it was not just but he was willing, to debate, to make things better. In my prayers, and about their
I don't think the Paul Wise behind I sharing the story was where there was a Solomon and Paul Ryan, former speaker, and Charlie Kirk were having a good conversation, sitting around these young people are Paul Ryan on their phone, call by and take a of those young people.
Yes, Brenda, the feeling is mutual. TJ is just catching up. He puts in the chat, did you all hear about that Charlie guy getting shot while he was giving a speech? That's crazy. Yes, it is. We've been talking about that for quite a while.
And that's so important because that meant that you had high schoolers going away to school, away from their normal support networks, family, etc. Going in well instructed, let's say, or well prepared, better word, for the fact that they were going to be hearing ideas that they didn't have to necessarily wholesale accept. And I just go back to the idea that the guy's courage was reminded me, as many of you have mentioned, Greg, our old friend Andrew Breitbart, very, very similar. A guy who said, you know what, I know there's danger. I know there's a lot of people who want to shut me up. I'm going to debate with them, and I'm going to debate with them in a genial way and be collegial and debate points. Unfortunately, you know, there is an element, and it's, look, the right has their crazies too. But we're in an era, we're in a season now of leftist violence, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm now on the phone because I'm down in Florida to cover the Ryan Ruth trial. And all this happened when I was in the air. I just learned of it upon touching down. And the irony of that is not lost on me, and what's not lost on me as well is that horrific video that we've all seen by now of Charlie Kirk. Transpose that to Butler and think about how close we came there. And then I got to think forward, being a cop, and I say, how many others are out there? How can we prevent them? And I just hope that the Secret Service is up to the task, because you know, I'm not entirely reassured by some of the things I've been hearing, and so I just hope we're vigilant, because this is no way to run a nation. We're a nation of ideas. This is not who we are.
Do you have any, I know you just told us that you're there to cover the second assassination attempt on President Trump by covering the Ryan Ruth trial gets underway after jury selection, and that starts tomorrow. But do you have any information about the manhunt that's underway right now for the person who shot Charlie Kirk?
Only things that I can glean from the limited reporting that's out there. A couple of things I heard, and I have a little bit of a source on this. But again, I don't want to say anything that's not really confirmed in such dire circumstances. So let me just say this. There was that early report of that one individual that they grabbed and they had on his knees, and he was saying, I don't want to talk. And that went out viral as, okay, here's the shooter. That didn't ring true for me, because I thought, I mean, we've all seen the video. That is almost certainly a high-powered round. The school reportedly is saying that the shot came from 200 yards away. If that had been somebody who was in the crowd up front near the stage, you would have seen a long gun, because that is a long gun round from what I can see. I'm not a ballistic expert and I wasn't there. But again, from what I can glean, it argues to me that the person they grabbed in front of the stage, since we have not seen any images of a long gun there, it argues to me that the actual shooter is someplace off the set that is not someplace entirely visible, because I'd imagine a lot of people had their phones out. They were taking video. So we know that right now the shooter appears to be unapprehended. The person that they did grab might be involved, might not. We don't know. But that was not a handgun round. Now, the bullet that did hit Charlie, God bless him, is right now a vital clue, along with all the stuff we always talk about, the video, doing some digital forensics, etc. But the round is going to tell you a lot, and it'll tell you likely how far away it came from, and what kind of rifle was used, and that's going to be a node that they're going to exploit. But I would say this: if you were there, and I'm sure the police are saying this, if you were there or anywhere near it, and you have video, do not hesitate, no matter how low to the ground, unimportant you think it is. I'm sure they're setting up the intake on all of this. You don't have to necessarily go right to the campus police or the local cops, wherever you are, there's going to be a lot of jurisdictions. Get what you have up the chain. Somebody out there saw and knows something. And right now we are in a manhunt, and anything that we can do to apprehend this obviously very dangerous individual is going to be really important. So if you're hearing my voice and you were there and you have video, get it to the cops, man, because they're going to really be pressing on this.
Paul Morrow, thank you so much. And before we go to Jackie Heinrich at the White House, we'll get a few more comments from around the table. And I was thinking also, Greg, I noticed you just made a note about, we like to be outside. We're humans. And these big events, it's fun to gather with people who think like you want to go to the concert, you want to go to the event.
Yeah, it's I would say like outside. Richmond, the Oppenheimer's back. He was never on out. And he did that. Probably that he was vulgar. But he had faith. And I get the sense that maybe these outdoor events would give you their time, especially with things like drones, self-driving cars. I mean.
So anyway, yeah, I know, Brenda. I feel the same way. Yeah, that was true about what he was saying. The guy that was on Fox News is, if you've got anything on your camera from anywhere in there, call the cops and let them look at it or copy it or whatever. Don't just discard it saying it was somebody else got. Don't do that. They need to apprehend this animal.
And so I agree with you, Jesse. I was hoping to call my maybe diversity first University of the way. I'm sure we get more details about what I'm saying first.
I got you, Brenda. Yep. Hey, Mark, how's it going? We can't hear you, Mark, if you're talking. I know you're just eating. You've got no audio at all.
He might be on the phone.
It could be. Hey, Justin.
Man,
Things keep getting worse in the world, don't they?
Yeah, I'm watching the video. Charlie
Yeah.
now.
Fox News has been covering it all along.
How long ago did that happen? Because I just heard about it.
At noon, he was holding a rally on the campus of Southern. Anyway, some college. Arizona Southern or something, someplace.
And I was just thinking about that like a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, that, him being on campuses like that, I had a feeling something like that was going to eventually happen. And some jackass was going to come on campus because they're not searching everybody before they go into those rallies, you know?
And they didn't catch the shooter.
Yeah, I know. It's a fucking shame is what it is. It was only, 31 or 32 years old?
Yep. And he has two kids. One I think was like 3 or 4, and the other one's like 5.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, how's it going? Ridiculous.
Yeah, just about the time you think that can't get any worse in the world, it does.
Well, do you think this is going to make Trump start thinking about making better gun laws or what?
Well, the gun laws are already there, but criminals don't care about the laws, so I ain't going to do anything.
That's true.
It's not that easy to get a gun. I mean, you have to go through a federal background check and stuff. But people buy them illegally, or they steal them from their family
They
members.
steal them, yep.
Yeah, like a lot of the kids that do the school shootings is because they steal them from their parents because their parents don't have them properly locked up.
Yeah, but they reckon in this must be a rifle.
Well, it had to have been if nobody in the crowd saw who it was. They were posted up somewhere with a rifle.
Well, and the fact that he hit him right in the chest, I guess. Right center, center mass.
I don't know. I didn't see anything about where I hit him at.
Well, that's what they were talking about.
Randy was saying he got hit in the neck. I don't know.
Well, there was a report that it was in the neck, but then there was a report that he hit.
Yeah, but there's not going to be any official. I guarantee all these news agencies are just speculating.
That's going to take a while.
Yeah, it's just he was like one of my favorite freaking people on YouTube too. It just pisses me off.
Hello, Joe.
If somebody hates somebody's opinion so much that they're going to do some stupid shit like that, take somebody's life over an opinions.
Paul, do you even listen? It's in Utah, not Arizona.
Okay.
Number 2, he was shot in the neck. It was a long rifle from 200 yards away. All of that's been said. I don't understand how you don't understand that.
But here's the situation. I've been watching the TV, and there's different reports of where he was hit in the neck.
If you've been watching Fox News, there has not been different reports. I'm watching Fox News. I don't know what you're hearing.
No, they can't.
I have no clue of what you're hearing.
Yeah, but they're not going to know.
You're not listening. Half listening. That's what you're doing.
They said they can't guarantee where the guy was or what he used, but
you're the one giving out false information.
They suspect it was a lot.
And how's Boone?
Boone is hanging in there. He's doing good.
Where is he? We don't see him.
He's out back.
Sure.
Let me see if I can get him in.
But you don't show him. You just say he's fine. Hey, Dominic.
Good evening, all.
Mark, Justin.
Sad day over here right now.
I know.
He was such a good commentator and a
Got me
really good
pissed
debater.
off. Totally pissed off.
Yeah, he was a really good debater.
That thing about it being a long rifle, and 200 yards away was a speculation by that guy. It's
Was
not
the guy they arrested that
not
wasn't the
a-
shooter.
No, not that. It was speculation by that sheriff or law man that they interviewed that was on his way to the trial in Florida. Until they get the bullet out of him, they won't know.
Where'd he
Yeah,
go,
it's
Gary?
hard. It's hard to say. What's up, Dusty? See, Dusty, Brenda, DJ, JD, Edward. Let's see, Randy's in the chat. You got Joel up there, Joe Fodolio.
Hey, Justin, could
What's
you
up?
see his chat on Dom's?
No,
No.
but I
Okay,
can
Joe.
see him on my chat when I go live.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't understand that glitch at all. It don't make any sense to me. And YouTube's had at least two updates since that glitch started, and it hasn't fixed it. So obviously, whatever they've updated didn't tweak whatever that issue is. Well, that's the thing, Randy. It had to have been a rifle because somebody in the crowd would have saw somebody if they were that close to the pistol. So it had to have been a rifle. Now, what it exactly was and how far they were away, that's not going to be known until they actually catch the person. I'm sure they'll catch him. Somebody had to have caught something on a cell phone camera somewhere. I mean, the amount of people that are out at those events that are filming with their phones, somebody might have caught something. They just haven't released it yet, or they haven't come forward yet with it. They don't realize that they caught something, you know. Plus, you got cameras all over those campuses. They'll start looking at cameras around the campus at businesses and everything else for cars fleeing and everything else. If they have good detectives, they'll figure it out pretty quick. But I can almost bet Trump's probably going to send the feds in there to investigate it. I can guarantee the FBI is going to get involved in that because it's probably going to be.
Oh yeah, the
labeled as
FBI is already on it.
Yeah, it's because it's probably going to get labeled as a hate crime or something like that. It's just freaking sad to tell you.
Oh, Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Justin,
Yeah.
check your
Yeah.
messages.
Yeah, I'm on there now. It's not. Hold on. Trying to get it to load, but
The shooting the shooting is all over Facebook. You can see it. It's pretty bad. It was
it's not.
it was a big.
It's not coming up. Oh wait, hold on.
Where did they shoot the guy at?
In the neck. He got shot right here in the left side of his neck. And when the bullet hit, he went like he got paralyzed almost. Everything tensed up, and it looked like a fire hose of blood coming out of his neck, and he just fell back.
Wow.
But that was not a pistol round.
That either hit the carotid or the jugular then.
Yeah, it hit a major artery. That's for sure. And with a big bore rifle, it just explodes as soon as it hits. Like it rips through your body. It was bad. If you go to Facebook and just type in Charlie Kirk shooting and go to Reels, you can see it.
Yeah, they won't be up there very long. They'll get taken down quick.
Yeah, they should be.
I just screen recorded it.
Yeah, I screen recorded it too.
Yeah, because it won't be up there long because it's a pretty graphic. I'm not going to show it on here.
No, yeah,
Because
don't show it. But you could tell by the sound.
Is that the only one that because that's kind of a crappy video.
No, well, that's the only one that I could share. If you go to Facebook and type in Charlie Kirk shooting and then go over to the Reels, you'll see. I mean, there's some right in front of him that are crystal clear. He literally says something, and then he stops talking. He closes his eyes for a second, and then you heard a boom, and it just blew through the side of his neck.
Hi, Jonathan.
It's disgusting. And they still haven't caught the guy, but it's one of the biggest campuses, if not the biggest, in Utah. So it's got cameras everywhere. So it's only a matter of time.
Oh yeah, that hit him right in the neck. That's bad.
Yeah, he died before he got off that stage. He probably bled out right there.
Oh yeah, that hit a main artery for sure.
Well, if it's the carotid artery, I think it takes about 5 seconds to bleed out.
I've seen a lot of bad stuff, and
I saw about
think
probably a half
Go ahead.
gallon of blood come out in about 10
Yeah,
seconds.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen blood come out of somebody so fast. It was pouring out like a garden hose.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of pressure in that artery.
Yeah.
Where's Boone?
Boone's out running around the backyard.
Okay.
Or John Lennon, take a shot, biggest star. I'm not saying he took a shot at Charlie because of low status. It took a shot.
I mean, that's funny, Dusty. I'm just really not in a laughing mood at the moment, dude.
Yep.
Nice.
Not good.
They said there's containers that fell off that ship in California. They said it was a Chinese ship, and the ship came direct from Shenzhen. So hope nobody's waiting on a drone.
Shenzhen, China.
Yep.
Well, that's not uncommon for that to happen. I don't know why they're making such a big deal about this container falling off.
Yeah,
Right.
It happens all the time.
Bottom all over the place that have fell off ships.
Boone won't come in, Joe. He's out running around.
Have you got your camera on in the back garden?
Yeah, is the camera there?
Yeah, I got the camera on it, and he's not anywhere near the camera.
On a national level, it's a cataclysmic day to think about the fact that, as you all.
Let me see if I go out here and call him if he comes so you can see him.
I mean, they need to start when they're doing these rallies and stuff, man. They need to start having police up on buildings and everything.
In good faith, with whom he disagreed.
Fucking. Oh, I'm so pissed off right now.
Yeah, you would think.
So fucking.
There he is.
So fucking mad right now. It just pisses me off. Man did not deserve to die because of his political views. Fucking ridiculous.
It's him there.
There he is, right there.
What time did it happen, Justin?
It happened, I guess, around noon.
Noon your time?
Yeah, and if you
Yeah,
if
not long.
you're on Facebook, they
I did
actually
about
show some pictures
2
of it
hours ago
happening, or
for
video,
me.
and it hit his neck, and about a half gallon of blood came flowing out of his neck almost instantly.
Wow.
Ain't nobody deserve that on either side. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sad. All the violence
under that.
all the violence that's being aimed at Republicans these days is just sad.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Boone?
Well, at anybody, I think.
Well,
Yeah,
anybody, yeah,
sure,
that's
yeah.
sad, but it seems to be one-sided.
Yep.
And I take it this dude was a Republican.
Well, now I'm going to play devil's advocate here, Randy. That's not entirely true because remember the Democrat politicians that got killed recently?
Yeah,
The couple?
the two couples.
So I mean, it's not as bad on one side, but nobody on either side deserves that. That's bullshit.
Exactly.
Definitely not.
Up here and see everybody. Come on. Oh yeah, there's Boone. There's my Boone dog. There he is.
Hello, Boone.
You're a good boy. You're my Boone dog. Yeah.
Feeding our neighbors.
Joe's trying to stir up some shit, Boone. Yeah.
Paul, can you do something?
What's that? Come here,
Take
Boone.
them tablets to the vets now to destroy.
Come here.
Flush them down the fucking toilet.
Dog.
No,
Just
don't.
flush them down the toilet.
If you flush them down the toilet, they go into the water supply.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Well, you'd be
Well,
surprised.
they'll go through a water purification thing down at a water plant, but they're not going to get like dumped in a river or anything.
Yeah, but all medicines should be taken to a pharmacist or the vet or whatever for them to dispose of properly.
Or crush them and just fucking throw them out in the yard. Powder them up and bury them in the yard. That's what I'd do.
No, because
Burn
that's
'em.
isn't
No,
that
throw 'em-
to other wildlife?
Throw them in the fire pit.
No. There you go. Yeah, fucking put them on a
Hey,
barbecue.
Lance, how you doing?
Good, Paul. How are you?
Another day, another day. Boone is doing just fine.
Awesome. Glad to see he's on the mend.
He's doing good. Doing good. Yeah, he slept all night and then he got up this morning and I gave him some breakfast and he ate it. And then I gave him his dinner a little while ago and he lapped that right down too.
All right. Pretty soon he'll be eating those squirrels at any day now.
Justin,
what?
Did you see that new update where you can use your webcam, like you can use your phone's camera as a webcam?
Yeah, I figured that out. Was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I
Yeah,
went
like
to
mine.
I went to go to
Yeah.
the video camera to search for my webcam. 'Cause I was trying to get it to work, and it said my phone was on there. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I clicked it. All of a sudden, the camera came on my phone. I was like, "Oh, that's fucking cool."
Yeah, it's badass. I like it.
Bluetooth?
Does it
So,
Yeah, wireless.
Yeah.
Wireless. Okay.
So if you have Zoom downloaded on your phone, the app, and then you're signed into it on the computer and your phone, it will automatically connect to your phone as a wireless webcam.
Let me see.
Hey, Bender.
And I only figured it out
You,
by
you don't
accident.
even you don't even need Zoom because I don't have Zoom on my phone, and it's.
Well, how the fuck it must be picking it up to your
Let me
is your
let me
phone
see.
connected to your computer?
Oh no, I do have Zoom on my phone.
I was about to say there's got to be a way it's connected either through your computer or Zoom.
But yeah, that's my phone because that's my webcam right there.
It'll be connected to your wireless network.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I figured that out a few weeks. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I randomly figured it out. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Because
that
I
way. If you
think I
want,
was on what the fuck's channel? I don't know if it was Paul's or somebody else's. No, it was Paul's channel. I was thinking Jason because I did go on one panel with Jason when he was hosting a panel. about a month ago. But he was using some other program.
You can switch it back. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
At least I think he was. I don't think he was using Zoom. I think he was using StreamYards or something.
They haven't caught the shooter yet?
No,
Not yet.
they don't even know who it is. Well, at least that
They
we
would-
know of as far as now.
They will though. As soon as they review all the camera footage, get witness statements, they'll find out. Somebody
Oh,
turn them in. Or,
they're going to canvass cameras 10 miles around that fucking place if the FBI is involved. They're going to go to every gas station, every business in that area. They're going to pull cameras from everybody.
yeah, it's virtually impossible to get away with a crime like that these days.
It is like just like when you walk into a neighborhood. If there's 20 houses on a street, you can almost guarantee at least 16, 18 of those houses have cameras.
Right, and then like you
nowadays.
said, even if they don't get a perfect shot of you doing it, they'll see your car, then they'll go to the nearest gas station, they'll get a picture of you inside the gas station. Like there's
Or they'll
hundreds.
get you driving by the gas station and they'll keep following cameras.
Yeah,
Dude, I've seen the sheriff here do that when they're looking for a suspect. They'll fucking follow somebody's car 10 miles down a major highway, following it on cameras right to their fucking house.
yeah.
They'll be like, okay, they turned on this road. They'll pull all the cameras from that road. All right, he turned on this road. Yeah, it can be done if you have the ability to go out and do all that.
Yeah, and I saw this one show where this guy committed. He lived in, I think it was like one of the Midwest states, and he drove all the way out to the California, killed his mom, and then drove all the way back. And his car was picked up like 6 times by license plate readers, and that's all they had to do was type his license plate into the system, and they caught footage of him all the way across the country.
Oh yeah, he does, Brenda. Yeah. Yeah, they followed a suspect. Matter of fact, we had a shooting on 27 one day, and another car shot at another car over a road rage incident, but they did not have the right to shoot at the other car. They just got pissed off and shot at the other car. And they followed the car like 10 or 12 miles down 27 and followed this motherfucker all the way in his neighborhood on cameras right to his fucking front door and figured out where he lived at. And it took them about 6 or 8 hours to pull all the camera footage and follow him down 27.
Read the DMV records on his license plate.
If they catch a license plate number, they can, yeah. But the guy shot at the other car and then sped off, and nobody caught the license plate. But they did know what kind of car it was. So then that gave them right there a start, right? Then they pull cameras from that area. They find what the make and model of the car is. They know what it looks like, and then they just keep following it on cameras from different businesses. And then when they get into neighborhoods, they start pulling people's cameras from their houses all the way to their house. But you don't have to technically show your camera footage to the cops if they come to you unless they have a warrant or a subpoena that says you have to. But most people around here, at least where I live, they're going to gladly tell Grady, here you go. They're going to give his guys all the footage they want. So.
They're saying the shots were fired from the campus building.
Do I? Say that again?
They're saying the shots were fired from the campus building.
Yeah, because they probably found the bullet casing, because I can almost guarantee you that guy hauled ass as soon as he did that shot. He took off running. So he probably didn't try to pick up anything. And yeah, they'll figure it out quick. The FBI is good now.
A couple of things to note. They either got very lucky with that shot, or that person knew what they were doing. They're trained.
Well, I mean, generally, most of your military guys, 99% of them are going to be able to make a shot like that.
Well, it looks like from
military or police. That's what I'm saying.
But no, there's a lot of civilians that are just as proficient in guns as military
but
or
it depends
police.
on what kind of gun and then what kind of scope he had on it, if he did have.
Well, where he got shot at in the neck, it looks like they were aiming for his head, and from the distance, it dropped down about 6 inches, and then drifted to the right a couple inches. So depending on where they aimed at, could have been a direct hit or a little miss.
But like I said, even most of your,
But that's what I was saying, Randy. They either got very lucky or unlucky for the person that got hit, or they knew what they were doing.
But yeah, like Justin said, there's a lot of people out there that can make a 150, 200-yard shot pretty easily.
Oh, I could have made that shot no problem if you gave me a gun with the dialed in scope. I could have easily made a 200-yard shot.
Especially if you've been practicing with it.
Just the next thing, Fortnite, pack it in.
No, like when my uncle's shooting range was 450 yards, and I could hit a target on point from pretty damn. I could get it up over 400 yards. If you have your scope dialed in correctly, and you know what you're doing, and you've practiced enough, oh yeah, you can make that shot.
But the problem is, you might not agree with me on this, but I think both sides of the political divide, left and right, need to wind it in and learn to get along with each other for political sake. Yeah. There are ways of getting political point scoring, but there is a lot of it being turned into hate. I mean, over here, we've now got politicians turning on trans people, we've got politicians turning on gay people, we've got politicians turning on, genuine people that are here, got politicians just turning on disabled. And it's going to get to the point, again, where someone's going to get hurt over here.
That's the thing is,
politicians over here stabbed in their own constituencies.
Well, the thing is most of the general public isn't out committing violence. It's just a few handful of radicals on both sides.
Exactly, but
unfortunately, it's hard to weed them out because they don't always show that they're going to do something.
But what I'm saying is, you've got your radicals, but how do they become radical? Right? You've got the leaders of each side that are really going at it and really spreading hate and stuff, and people are getting radicalized by it. And I'm not just talking about, foreign nationals and stuff. I'm talking about homegrown people that, wouldn't say boo to a goose, are suddenly just getting up going, you know what? Boom.
Yeah, but at the same time, you really can't blame other people for people's actions, though. It's their choice at the end of the day of what they do.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, if politicians, stopped the divide, the hate and divide politics that both sides are doing, it's not just one side or the other. Both sides are doing it, right? You've got to meet in the middle ground. Right? You can have your opinions, right? My opinions doesn't mean I want to get up and start, going out and popping some far right people off. But then again, there are far right people that don't want to get up and go pop it off far left people.
No, and that's what I'm saying is 99% of the population isn't out there doing that kind of stuff. And they don't take it that far. But it's a handful of people out of hundreds of millions of people.
I get that.
This guy's not built over a political opinion.
Yeah. What I'm saying is you've got people that are getting brainwashed on both sides to the point that they become radicalized and think the best answer is to go and kill someone. That is not the answer to anything. You actually have to listen, you have to debate, and you have to understand.
Yeah, but that's what Charlie was.
That's what he was doing.
He would give her. Yeah, but he would give respect to the other side. When the crowd would start booing, he'd be like, "Guys, don't do that. We're here, and we need to give them as much respect as you would give me."
Yeah, right. You've got the far right, the far left, right, and it's them in the middle. Yeah, the ones that want to debate properly, that want to, get the word out, are the ones that become victim. You have to look at over here. One of my relations, Joe Cox, right? She was just going about her business. She was one of the most loving, caring people you could possibly want to meet. She wanted to help everybody, right? No matter what their political opinion was. She wants to help people. And that ultimately led to vulnerability and ultimately her death. We can't have that, And then we got David Amos. He's on the other side of the political spectrum. He was a conservative. And he, again, he loved Southend, loved it to bits. Everything. He was Mr. Southend. He was in Parliament, he was trying to get something better for Southend, and that somebody took him out. It's just ridiculous. The innocent.
Oh, I know, but the problem is
our easiest targets.
But even if you have political sides getting along, you're still going to have people that come out of the woodworks like that, regardless.
Well, yes, but
unfortunately, that is part of human nature to a certain extent.
What I'm saying is, I'm not talking about, agreeing on everything, right? I'm talking about the hatred bit. Do we have to hate somebody for what they were? Do we have to hate somebody for what they look like? Do we have to hate somebody because they're unfortunately disabled, right? Do we have to hate somebody from where they come from? No, right? Because a lot of them people are on the same political side as us, or of the other side. That's the point. Yeah.
Oh, I get what you're saying, but no matter how much you try, you're never going to get that perfect world.
Yeah, but you look at the politics today, right, and just go back 10 years and see the politics 10 years ago. Yeah, where all this started, where it all started to turn, right? That's where it's all gone wrong. 10 years ago. And everybody keeps saying, oh, we got to stop these foreign terrorists and all that. Guess what? They're winning. They're winning the battle because we are turning on ourselves. That's the point. That was their aim. Right back at the start. And unfortunately, tomorrow is the 9/11 thing, right? And that's where it all turned. That's when people started going, we got to do this, we got to do that. They all turned on each other. Yeah. It shouldn't be that way.
No, actually, 9/11 brought the U.S. together, both sides. It was over the last 5 to 8 years is when it started getting a major divide. Because 9/11 actually brought both parties really together when it happened. But
I mean, I kind of saw it the other way. But again, that's a political opinion. I say it went one way, you say it went the other. Yeah.
No,
let's
because
let's meet in the middle and we'll just slap each other.
But I'm saying they came out of Congress and the Senate, and they were all holding hands together, like they really were.
Yeah, but the question is, would that happen today
for a certain amount of time? If something like 9/11 happened again, probably, but not at the moment. No, because now this is just going to create more of a divide.
And the problem is, everyone's automatically assuming, that this was, a lefty. You don't know. Yeah. You don't know whether it was a migrant that just had enough. You don't know whether it was one of these people that ICE are after. You don't know. Yeah. It could be anyone yet. And that's the problem with the political side of things. Everybody jumps. Yeah. Everybody jumps. I'm
not going to say it was. I'm not going to say it was somebody from the left, but the way things have been, I would highly suspect it. But we don't know nothing yet. It's still too new. I mean,
but I want to say
John,
something.
how's it going, buddy?
One other thing as well. When it comes right, if they are from the left, they're not from the left. Nowhere near, right? Because if you're on the far left of the political spectrum, your policy is free and fair for all. Yeah, you don't want to hurt no one. You want everyone to get on. You want the good for everybody, right? And it's not always that easy, right? And it ain't always right, right? Because you've got them far left do-gooders that want to, like we got today in the news, prisoners given undetermined life sentences, so they have to pass a parole board, or getting mentally ill because they don't know the release date. That's the point. They committed a crime. They paid a price. Right? That puts me on the fucking other end of the spectrum. Yeah? But that's what I'm saying. There's too many do-gooders on that side, too many do-gooders on that side, and no one's listening in the middle.
I'm not sure this has anything to do with politics at all. I think it's just his opinion, radicalization that's
well, he was political. He was a political commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. but that's not the reason that he was there giving that speech, is it?
Yeah, he was debating.
That's what he
Yeah.
was doing. That's
Yeah, he was.
exactly what he
That's
was.
what he does. He goes to colleges and he debates college students and professors. And he like I said, and he's always respectful to the other side. They'll tell his crowd. He'll have 100, 200 people out there supporting him, and somebody will say something that comes up to the microphone to talk to him, and the crowd will start booing, and he would tell them, "No, stop. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Give them a chance to talk. You don't like when the other side treats you that way. We're not going to treat them that way."
That's what I was saying earlier. He's he's on that side of the political divide, but he's one of them that wants to debate and listen. And unfortunately, they're the ones that get killed, and not the ones that are really, really going and spreading the hate.
I would agree with Gitchy.
And I'm going to say, like I said, it's still too new for us to say anything for sure. But my prediction is it's going to be somebody that was heavily political on the other side. But that's just it's just my prediction. But I could be wrong, but we'll see. Because we're not going to know anything for probably about a week.
The other
maybe a couple
thing
days.
You don't know. There's a lot going on in the world at the moment. Yeah, you don't know whether it's a student that's got a political opinion, maybe a Palestinian, but you just don't know, do you?
Well, I mean,
hey, Jonathan, how you doing?
At the end of the day, it really don't matter what the political reasoning behind them shooting them was. It's just if it's political, it's political at the end of the day, if that's what it was over. I'm only going to say that's why I'm guessing it has to do with that because of what he did.
One more question. Does Utah have the death penalty?
I have no idea, to be honest. Every state has the right to choose for themselves. So.
Well, I don't know. The Attorney General for the United States says that they're gonna try and get the death penalty. So,
well, they might turn it into a federal case if they label it as a certain, like a hate crime or something like that.
Well, it's got to be a federal, hasn't it? Political commentary is federal, but
it's federal. All FBI in it.
Just want to point it out.
If the FBI is involved, it's turned into a fed.
Yeah, I may be on the left side of this political spectrum compared to you guys. Yeah, but even I say better have the death penalty, and they better put him to death or her. We don't know if it's a her yet.
Him or her, yeah. We've got to be, we've got to be neutral here.
Him, her, or undecided. You just don't know. Yeah. But whoever it is has to face the death penalty, life for a life.
Yep.
I wish they'd have that over here.
All I know is Florida does. I don't know about other states. So, because there's some states that have got it and then overturned it and then put it back and overturned it. Because there's people that, like in California, that have been sitting on death row for 30 years because they keep bringing it in and then taking it away, bringing it in. It just depends on the state.
Echo, does Utah have the death penalty?
I would assume Utah would.
Echo, does Utah have the death penalty? Yep.
What was that?
Yes.
No. You know what I actually thought? What I actually thought I heard it say, but it might have been a mixture of Lance and your echo. I thought he said probably, but maybe not.
Yeah, Utah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, Utah does have the firing squad. That's right. Because didn't they just execute somebody like a year or two ago with the firing squad there?
Yeah. You see, that's
what he said. Death penalty is legal in Utah.
Yeah. Because the firing squad, they pick like 6 or 8 guys, and they put a couple real rounds in, and then some of them have blanks. That way, they don't know.
That way, the person that fired it doesn't know who killed them.
Yeah, it's to try to not create guilt among the person that actually killed them.
Yeah, but it also means that person won't become a target.
Usually it's a prison guards that do it, or it's usually they're the ones that get picked for that.
You know what?
I think that they have to
let AI do it.
Yeah,
David, look at my green screen.
Well, yeah, they
Oh,
could
there he is.
easily
Looking
use,
good. Looking good.
they
Yeah.
could easily use a robotic. What's it now?
Yeah.
Gun.
There's a seal out there.
Jason, what's going out there?
The other thing they can do, they can send them to another planet and say, if you can live on that planet, good, we'll let you live. If not, you're doing a scientific experiment.
Well, you know how much it would cost to send a person to another planet? Nice theory.
No,
you're talking billions of dollars to send.
Yes, but we're sending rockets all the time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, maybe
billion a piece.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, if you're going to send a rocket up that way, yeah, just pack them all in there and send them back off. See ya. Get off my planet.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Captain
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe.
I suppose
Finished
you give
editing.
mad props. You probably do, but I don't think it's more so the prison guard or whoever it is fired it. No, doesn't know. I think it's more
You finished editing.
yeah, it's more the public don't know who did it. Good evening, Joe.
Good
David,
evening again.
don't compare the U.S. politics to UK politics. There's not one Republican that has called for violence. You got that crazy woman out of California that says we need to go fight in the streets. We need to shoot people. She said all of that shit. You got Schumer that is calling for violence. You got Crockett that's calling for violence. It's all Democrats. And that's why we still have violence right now, because
It's
the
all-
Democrats won't get off their shit because they got their ass beat because they don't know what the shit they're doing and people are getting
on
tired
both-
of them.
Joe, it's on both sides. You can see it, but
It's
that's
not on both sides. Show
that's
me
not-
where it's on both sides.
But it is on both sides.
There's not one Republican that
Joe,
has called for violence.
Joe, you need to calm down a minute, because what I said.
I'm not,
yeah,
because you're
both
saying something you don't know
sides.
about.
Well, I did. Well, hold on. Because I did say a minute ago when Randy was talking about it that there was the two Democrat couples that, or the couple that were Democrats that got killed. That
It's
were,
both
that
sides.
were targeted.
Calling for violence.
That was a fluke. That was a fluke.
But
Yeah.
yes,
You think-
technically, Joe
they
is
get-
correct. There has been Democrat.
Has on both sides. That's what I'm saying.
No. There has not actually been a Republican
Call for violence.
politician that
beat
has
him on
called for violence.
Go in and vote and we'll beat them that way.
But
That's what
there
we're saying.
has been some Democratic
of
ones that have been called out because
Maxine
they have
Waters, all
literally
of
Yeah, Maxine Waters. She's the
that
one.
literally said called for
That
violence.
old crazy bitch.
They were
You
calling for Trump to be shot.
laugh,
We need
Dominic,
to
it's
bring
true.
him down. All kinds
You
of
talk
stuff.
about
Yeah,
the ones
we've
that
got too many of them
Oh.
down here, so
And unfortunately, none
How
of
you
them got in
feel?
trouble for it.
Yeah. Now, I don't mean to yell at you, David, but still,
Now,
there has not
like I
been one.
said, I've
Okay?
seen it.
Well, if you see it, show it to me. I want to see it. Oh, Lance, to change the subject, the camera's on its way back to get a replacement because I did everything possible, batteries, lenses, everything. That girl broke the camera when I shot a picture.
Yep. The new,
That's what I
so
told her
is
when I
the-
saw her
is the new one on its
Tuesday. I
way
said,
yet?
you broke my camera.
she was that hot.
She was that hot, she overheated my camera. That's what I
Yeah.
told her.
But I will say about the Democrat couple that got killed, the person that shot them apparently worked in their cabinet. So I never did read into that more. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak on that.
I
But I
think-
don't know what his motive was behind it. I don't know if they ever figured it out because I never
So
really
was
dug
that-
into it after it happened.
So,
But I do
was he
remember
a
them
Democrat
saying-
working in there was somebody.
But I
just
remember
planted, you
them
know?
saying he was involved with the Democratic cabinet at one point.
Were those the ones that got shot at the doors by that guy?
Yes.
To be a cop.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the guy was somehow connected to the Democrats and their cabinets in that state. But like I said, I never read into it after it happened, so I don't know what his motive was behind it. I don't know if it was because maybe they fired him at one point or maybe he turned Republican and then it pissed him off, and I don't know. So I'm not gonna. I don't know what the
shooting zero.
backstory of that is. I have to go look and see.
Because I have a zero.
I think they need to make a new law that says however you murdered somebody should be how your punishment is carried out on you. If you torture and murder somebody, you should be tortured then murdered yourself. And they should have volunteers, people that want to do it, so they don't have to make anybody.
You gotta just fucking
They
hire
did
a
that.
bunch
They
of
get
Ted
ready to go
Bundys.
live right now.
Yeah.
Right.
They're looking for the
I
guy
don't
right
agree
now.
with
They
that,
haven't found him.
Randy. Yeah, but the
I'd
problem
sign up.
is, it's like with any animal. When you get a taste for blood, you've got a taste for blood, right? So you allowing someone else to do it, yeah, you're just feeding their taste for blood, and then suddenly they go, "Well, I
Well,
ain't getting taste for blood now. They're going to go out and do something else."
Let other inmates that are on death row do it. Take out some of their aggression.
Well, there is that.
Win-win situation.
I agree.
I mean, and political violence has been an issue here all the way back till fucking Lincoln. Now, is it worse
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Of course, it is a little bit worse now than it was before.
You might as well say,
So,
Is it worse?
stick everybody in death row in one room and say, right, last man standing stays alive.
Also, Justin,
I would watch that.
Justin,
That'd be a good cage match.
is political violence worse now, or is social media and the fact it can spread so quick more?
Well,
to
I mean, I would
know?
say the world's smaller these days because of how fast you get news, for sure.
The problem is bad news travels faster than good news.
Because 200 years ago, if say a politician got killed over in Germany, people might not hear about it in California.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't news didn't travel that fast.
Yeah, it's
And you
like they
just
say
said
it's like they say locally. Everybody's now got a fear of crime here. Oh, crime's on the rise. Actually, if you look at the crime statistics, crime's falling. And the reason why people feel it's more prevalent is because suddenly someone's broken into and they post it online, and it's not just the one or two friends or neighbors that get to know about it. Suddenly 60K people know about it.
Well,
Yeah.
I would say that's the same issue we have in Florida, right? Because I'll watch these like body cam footage, and I'll see people comment, "Always in Florida." I'm like, no, it's because the cops here are doing their fucking jobs. So you hear about them actually arresting people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just more arrests here because they're actually out there doing what they're getting backed up by the state government to do their job. They're not getting told, "Oh, you can't arrest criminals. You got to coddle them," like some states are doing. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of annoys me when I see people put those kind of comments on videos of Florida when somebody's getting arrested. They act like it's so bad here because they see so much coming from Florida. It's because the cops are doing their fucking jobs. So there's a lot more to view, you know what I'm saying? But if you look at Florida's crime statistics, we are at a 50-year low on crime.
But
You know,
also,
so that's pretty much saying what you're saying.
yeah, but what I'd say is up to maybe 2015, yeah, we heard of the odd random shooting in America over here. And it was like, it was like, oh, we stood up and took notice. Now, because it's more reported, we think, oh, that's an everyday occurrence. I said about the thing, one person fires a gun and everybody gets the gun out. Yeah, isn't really like that, but it's how it's portrayed in the media. The media is even worse than the politicians, I would say.
No, Dusty, there's definitely a lot of crime in those cities, but Florida as a whole is at a 50-year low. And like I said, the reason why you see more body cam footage and shit coming out of Florida is because the cops are doing their fucking jobs. They're out there arresting people.
Yep.
Where other states, they want to coddle the fucking criminals. Oh, it wasn't their fault. They grew up in a bad home. So that gives them the right to act like a jackass in society.
They could go rob places because they had a poor home. They don't have an ability to learn. Bullshit,
Yeah, well, that was like this was like our Met police officer the other week.
Yeah, I saw that, Randy.
Metropolitan Police in London said, yeah, shoplifting should be removed from being a crime because it takes up too much resources. It's like, no, they're still
No,
stealing.
because then you're opening up a can of worms of people just
Exactly.
throwing hand.
Well, I'm just
That's
going, you know what? I didn't do computer. It won't be long.
That's what happened in California. They almost completely decriminalized shoplifting. It was
Justin?
still illegal, but they made it so the misdemeanor. Well, they made it such a minor misdemeanor up to like $1,000 that people were just going in and grabbing $1,000 worth of shit and running out with it, and
That's
the
what's
cops
happening over
weren't
here now.
necessarily investigating it because it was such a low
Hey,
price.
Lance, let me go back to something I said earlier when I said all the Democrats are stupid, and you weren't one of them because you're not one of the politicians that are calling for violence, you know.
Thank you.
I know we could persuade you eventually, you know.
Yep, there
Because
you go.
live in the beautiful Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, look at that. Is it beautiful or
Yeah, I'm
what?
telling you, I'm looking at that. I'm ready to.
You see those ducks?
I
Look at those
almost wanna
ducks.
move.
They are
Look,
so happy.
There's
Those
a
two
lot of
ducks are so happy.
there's a lot of good people on both sides, and there's stupid people on both sides.
Yeah.
Lance,
I don't
Yeah,
like
how far-
Lance, and I don't like David any less because they're on
How far are-
different political views.
You heard how he said that. He don't like you any less.
Exactly.
I don't.
But I'm the same, right? We are. Everybody knows I'm on complete different political spectrum to you guys. But do
Yep.
I hate you guys? No, I keep coming on here and keep talking to you. I still class you all as friends.
Yeah, you keep poking. One of these days you're gonna poke the bear.
Don't worry. I'm far enough away that your fucking long range rifle ain't gonna hit. Now, if you,
I
if
know
you,
people.
no,
I know people over there.
No, if you suddenly,
okay, all right.
whoa, no, if you suddenly came on stream and started pointing a rocket, I'll probably keep his head down on your side. Different story then.
Oh, on another note, I finally found a football stadium that has worse lights than Mandeville.
Well, and that's what and that's what I said earlier, Gitchy. Mark said, well, what about making laws? I was like, the laws are already there. Criminals
Right
don't
there with
care
you,
about
Gitchy.
laws.
That's
the problem.
That's the other thing. Guns are so prevalent. And just want to point out here, right? We have one of the strictest gun laws in the world. It's pretty hard to get a gun over here. You can
People
get
still
little,
get 'em, though.
get little air rifles and shit. You know, pick them up pretty easy. However, you want to see all the fucking people that are getting blown away now with guns. Ain't your knife crime anymore.
No, we don't have a gun problem in Australia.
Yeah, well, you guys have your
Yeah,
fair
but-
share.
Yeah, but
we've got machete bins now.
Yeah, but your problem in Australia is if you want to go and kill your freaking neighbour, you gotta get an Uber.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
You ain't just nipping next door. You're nipping down the road, round the corner, over the fucking bridge.
Yeah.
But I mean that's a I mean it's the truth though. If in the UK they said, oh, machetes are legal, but these are the laws that prohibit you from doing certain stuff, I ain't gonna stop
they're
somebody that
banned
wants to do
sale.
that.
No,
You know, they're not gonna care.
Do you have to cut down on the sale of knives? But I
No,
can still
they're banned. They're banned. here.
Oh, well, I know
I
that.
like
I'm
the
just
joke
using it as an
that-
example.
I like the joke that Jeff London made, where he said that Australia had one of the lowest murder rates in the world. And Walter said, yeah, I'm not surprised. He says, what do you mean? He said, have you seen how hard it is to kill somebody with a boomerang?
Oopsie.
I tell you
I'm
what.
not allowed to laugh at that.
Yeah, I bet it's a lot easier to kill somebody with a boomerang than it is with a bloody machete in Australia.
Probably is.
Because if you can throw a boomerang at a great distance,
Yeah.
and if you don't hit them on the way there, you get them on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you ought to be a bloody good shot with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Catch you later, Geechee.
Hey, Gitchy.
Again?
Yeah, she came
Yeah,
back
she
on.
came back. And now she's gone
Hey,
again.
Dominic,
She watching
tomorrow
football?
you need to see the short I'm putting up.
Okay.
We were on a rain delay for an
Did
hour
it-
and 30 minutes yesterday, and it was
Yeah.
pouring.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, you sent me something.
Yeah.
I might have sent you that video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
you
that the
did.
same as the one you sent me the video? Yeah.
Yeah,
the
don't
one from in
send
the
it to
car,
every.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't
so-
send it to everybody if you're gonna make a short out of it. Wait until
I made a
everybody
short
sees it on
anyway. He'll go
YouTube.
watch it. That's a friend of mine, you know.
Yeah.
Now Mark may not, but
I'm not going to watch it because you shouted at me.
He sent it to me too. I've already seen it.
I shouted at you. Shouted at you. Been shouting at everybody today. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I think we've all had moments where we scream and shout at people.
Joe.
And when you scream and shout at traffic lights or
But Joe, we may not get on politically, but I still love ya. As a
Yeah,
friend,
same
not
here.
in a gateway.
Same here,
Sounds kinda-
unfortunately.
Sounds kind of gay, but
know what Laura says.
What happened to this picture?
Despite what Laura says, as Mark put it.
Well, I don't listen to Laura anyway. You got to listen to Laura, not me. Ah.
Hey, Joe.
Laura, it's like that girl in wedding crashes when she says, "I'll hunt you down and find you." Ha.
Was it a grass pitch or an artificial turf?
Oh, let me
Good
tell you about
question.
this field. This
Okay.
field was grass. Okay. Now let me tell you about it. It was when I stepped on this field last night. I have never seen a field like this in 40 years. This field was well manicured.
All right.
They didn't have the stripes down, but when I pressed on it, I had about a 3-inch cushion of grass. It just felt like I was walking on air out there. And then a game Friday night was supposed to be on the stadium, and they were having a big argument, everybody yesterday, the coaches, because the team forgot to reserve the field. This is the field that other teams play on. So they wanted us to come Thursday night, and coach said, "Bullshit, we're not coming. You coming to us like this?" And they said, "We're not this is supposed to be our home game, not yours." They said, "Well, you don't want to screw it up. You either coming to us or you're forfeiting the game, or we're playing Friday night, and you need to find out where we're playing. We got to play it out in the street." That's what the coach told them, right? So now we're playing at Estroma High School in Baton Rouge, which is about 8 miles closer, but it's a better stadium. And it's Friday night.
Joe, let
But
me
he,
point
put-
your
he,
attention.
he told him
to
straight
the
out,
chat.
if you don't have a stadium, you forfeiting, babe.
Joe, let me point your
Yeah.
attention to the chat. Ray Kelly said hello.
Hey, Captain Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Captain Ray.
I gotta go. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go lay
You're
down.
leaving, Justin?
Yeah,
Wait.
we'll go lay
Yeah, I'm
down.
not far behind.
Wait up. If Captain Ray comes in and Justin leaves that quick, can
He's
Captain Ray
leaving
go every night?
on a jet plane.
Are you,
What are you
gonna
talking
go
about?
play a game, Justin, or what?
No, it's Wednesday night. I'm going to bed.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
else got off. Dominic, not Dominic. Who else got off?
No.
Lance.
Okay,
Lance.
I
okay,
don't want to know about Lance getting off. He keeps trying to get me to watch him in the shower. So,
okay,
all right. Catch y'all later.
okay, Justin. Hey, thanks for
Catch you
coming in,
later.
buddy.
Oh, dirty-minded Justin.
And I heard what you said, Dave.
Sick-minded.
I thought it was funny. I think everybody else missed it.
Yeah. Because Captain Ray came in and Justin said he was leaving. Oh, and if that's all it takes, can Captain Ray come in every night?
So this game last night supposed to start at 5:30. We didn't get started
Yeah.
till almost 7 o'clock.
Shit.
Yeah, and they thought they were gonna. We kept waiting and waiting, and they said, "Yeah, and then it clear." I got my poncho out. I didn't have a lens. I didn't bring anything for the lens or the camera. So what I
All
did
right,
was
too
I
bad.
cut the hat off the poncho. That was just $1 poncho, plastic thing, and I covered the camera with it because the lens is fine. I get out on the field, it stops raining. You know, I said, "You got to be kidding me!" So I done cut a poncho and everything. So it's rolled up in my car in case for Friday night. But I mean, I didn't get home last night till 9:45 for one freshman game.
Thought
I think my phone got to him. I had to log out and log back in. Hi, guys.
Okay.
there was supposed to be 2 games.
Yeah. That was the other thing. I asked coach, I said, "What happened?" Because they sent a note saying that they weren't gonna be able to make it. The bus broke down, right? So they rented a bus to come up there. The bus did break down, but they had another bus, And they said that, well, the other game hasn't even started yet. We're not going to be playing until about 8:30. So they figured it wouldn't be finished till 11, 12 o'clock. And he just sent the message in, hey, our bus broke down. We can't make it. He said, I'm not bringing my team up there and come back at midnight.
Yeah.
Because half of the people at least half of the people on that team will be playing Friday night. He's not going to do that to them.
So Joe,
You know,
we have 9 games during the year. We only have 2 games. I
Really?
don't know how that happened. Yeah, only 2 home games. But we have 5 high schools in the city, so we're playing, within the city. We're just not at our home field. That's really weird. I don't know how that happened. That schedule sucks.
But you're still playing all 9 games. You're just only playing 2 at home.
Yeah, we're playing 2 at home. Yeah, we should have at least 4, but we're only playing 2.
Yeah.
And then, like say we play Stadium, and Stadium is our home field as well. So it's not counted as a home game. It's counted as an away game. So we'll actually play there 3 times. But then we play a couple of the other high schools in the city in their field. So it's not like we're traveling very far, 10 minutes further or something like that.
Well, you
It's
play
a bit
all
like
the
Mark, where like football clubs share stadiums when things happen.
you play
Sunderland, baby, Sunderland.
Yeah, you know what? I don't ever think Sunderland will ever share a stadium. Their ground is massive.
It is.
The cool thing about European soccer is you guys have an official pitch where we don't. We play on football fields. So they're not as wide and they're not as long.
They're tiny. Well, yeah, you're playing it on your American fields, aren't you? Which are only 100 by 50.
Yep.
Yeah.
53 and a third to be exact, but yeah.
Yeah,
you guys are 60.
the English football
Actually,
stadiums
120
are
by
tiny.
50.
That's that's the only if you include 10 yards at either end of it for the end zone.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
still
tiny.
That's not classed as playing surface.
Actually, the end zone is classed as a field of play. Because you've got to get into that to get your touchdown.
Size doesn't matter all the time.
But the goalposts are in front of the end zone.
Yeah, same as rugby.
Yeah, Dominic, size doesn't matter all the time. I could attest to that.
I'll change my background.
And I'm only talking about people bigger than me that tried to beat my ass. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Where's that photo?
Yeah. Also point out the soccer pitch is not a set size.
No, it's not.
It has a minimum size and it has a maximum size. And you have to the new law, well, it came in a few years back, is you have to give your sizes at the start of the season. But at the start of the season, you can make your pitch smaller, bigger. Obviously,
it stays in the regulation of whatever this minimum and maximum is, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
As long as
Dominic, look at his
That's
whole field.
170. Yeah.
That's all grass, and look at his whole stadium. It's nothing but
Nice.
cement.
Do you know what sort of grass they use?
I couldn't tell you, but I tell you what, it was nice. Like I said, when I walked on it, it actually sink about 2 inches.
Well, good news, Justin.
Well, that would make it hard to run on, to be honest.
Yeah, Justin has stated they've just caught the shooter.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they just said suspect is in custody.
Tell me about him.
They haven't. I can't hear.
Not seen anything yet. It was on Fox News somewhat.
I'm trying to.
They'll be all over the news in a little bit. This is gonna be all night. This is gonna be an all night thing. I tell you what, this pisses me off because this guy wasn't out there hurting anybody. He was out there helping people and he was talking to people nice.
Yeah.
And if somebody got off, like Justin was saying, if everybody started booing somebody, he'd say no. And by the time he finished talking to these people, they almost changed. Sometimes some of them did change their whole opinion.
Right. They don't say they've actually caught the actual person, say a person of interest. So
Okay.
they've not confirmed that he is the one they're after.
Well, they're saying that on yours. On Fox News, they're saying the suspect is in custody.
They arrested somebody on the front row, but he obviously didn't shoot him.
Now, the person they originally arrested was not that.
Yeah, definitely. On the front row, there's no way it was going to be shot like that.
No.
But you don't know if they've arrested them because they think they're working in. Because a lot of the time they don't work on their own, do they?
Most of the time, they do work on their own.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest today.
Yeah, so far and few in between, huh?
Yeah, ask me in November. Ask me in November. I want to move to Louisiana.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
I'll tell you, November sucks in Seattle.
November? No, well, you need to come to Australia. November is a really nice month here.
Yeah, dead middle of the early summer, right?
Jonathan wants to know what shooting you're talking about.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Cook was shot and killed today.
Yeah, about 3 hours ago.
Yeah, it was about.
I
2
woke
p.m.
up and my phone
It was 3 p.m. Eastern time.
In Utah.
Yeah, there you go. Like Hitchy just put, not for shooting, but person of interest has been arrested.
See, that's that fake news shit again. That sound like a Democratic headline.
Yeah, because I got Fox News going over right here right now, and they're not blasting anything about that.
All they're saying is that underneath they had shooter in custody had been running.
Like Justin said, they ain't going to get very far because there's cameras everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, how do they know Shooter McGavin did it?
Oh, that what they just said was the shot came from the roof, and the person they have in custody was all dressed in black.
Mm.
Yeah, they probably got the shooter, but they always say person of interest because, you know.
Yeah, you've got to. It's like when something happens, you've got to put the word allegedly in there. Even if it did happen, you've still got to use the word allegedly.
Yeah.
Either that or it implies a lot of things when they say they have somebody in custody.
Yeah. We have somebody in custody, but he's been in there for 2 weeks. You just don't know, do you?
Doing, my boy doing, huh?
I don't know.
Mate, I saw a funny news reporter last night. There was a car crash in Blackpool, police chase for 40 minutes, and then the car went head on into a parked car. And the news reporter for the Blackpool Gazette turned up, and she gets the microphone out. She went up to this guy. She went, "So, what happened here then?" And the guy went, "It's a fucking car crash."
There was a
TJ.
What else did you say? Hey, TJ.
Car hit a motorbike a couple of miles away from me yesterday and killed him. In Failsworth, which is one of our test centres.
Mm.
It is the kind of picture I like, Dominic. Let me show you this one.
Mm-hmm.
When you get the linemen doing that thing, the big boys.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the kind of shot that they normally don't get for the parents. And this one right here contracts me. And then the one on this side contracts me.
Right.
So
Why is the guy in the middle about to honk somebody's boobs?
You have to teach them the hooker so that they can scare the hell out of the opponents before they start.
Isn't he not the hacker?
Jonathan, TJ's at work.
Harker.
Harker.
To be honest, it's just a lot of noisy bastards just shouting at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't disrespect them because they'll tear you apart.
Oh, I don't know.
I
have seen
saw that
Australia
happen.
disrespect. I've seen Australia disrespect them and tear them apart, and I've seen England do it. So
Yeah, but I've seen them. I've seen it happen once, where they just came out and they absolutely manhandled the opposition.
wait! Oh, we need to change subject because me and Paul both got a warning, didn't we, Paul, about the Harker? We didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
England's women's rugby team absolutely annihilated Australia, didn't they, the other day?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, have you got football tomorrow night again?
What was it
no,
about?
not till Friday.
70 something.
Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday night, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I got to leave here about 3 o'clock at the latest.
Is that the stadium we were looking at on Google the other day?
Well, that was the one I was at yesterday.
Oh, so how'd the trip go?
The trip went easy. I got there. I mean, now when I got to College Drive in Baton Rouge, 35 miles an hour, and that was at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So that's only for about 4 miles. So I got off, got to where I had to go. I was at the stadium at 4 o'clock. The game's at 5:30. I was at the stadium at 4:15. Game's at 5:30. And then it started raining, lightning, and we didn't start playing until 7.
And was that the stadium that the grass was nice?
Yeah, I mean the grass was beautiful. The lights were the worst lights I've ever been under in my life.
Okay, and it looked like the stadium grass was terrible on Google, didn't it?
Yeah, the stadium grass was good.
All right.
That's
And
the
was
one
that
thing
the
that
rain?
surprised me.
Was that the rain clip that you sent me this morning, or is that another day?
That had to be it. Yeah.
Got it.
You had your windshield wipers going.
Hey, Jody.
Yeah.
Right. Got a question for you Americans. When do your clocks go back?
November.
Is it October?
I think it's the first Sunday in November, isn't it?
After hours, I think.
A week after.
About a week after, because ours goes in 3 weeks' time.
Right, so that's going to be.
Ours is the last Sunday in October.
Ours is the first.
Yeah. So that means Paul Morris is going to be on at 11 o'clock for a week.
Yeah.
Right. And
Hey,
that
can you see the screen, Lance?
Say that again, Joe.
Can you see the screen?
Right. DT, if you're still in the chat, we will be it's 4 hours behind. It's 1 o'clock our time, so that'll be 9 o'clock your time.
If you can see the screen, Lance, look how dark it is.
Hold on, let me look. Leave it up
And
there.
that's at 1/800th of a second, 3.2, 10,000 ISO.
Okay.
So
That's how dark it was.
The clock's
Yeah,
changed.
that's those lights are terrible.
Ours
Yeah.
changed first.
The clock Sunday before your wedding, then.
What quarter was that, Joe?
Our
That was the fourth quarter.
Ours goes back on
Already
the
the
26th.
11th here, Brenda.
But look how dark that is.
Yes, so the
Now, I
Sunday
can fix
before
it.
your wedding.
Yes, and theirs
Yeah.
goes the week after. So
I can fix it and change the color
it's
and
either
get it
4
right.
hours difference
you
or
go.
6 hours difference. I can't remember.
So I can get it fixed.
It's fallback.
But I don't have the grain in it because I know how to set it. You know?
So 10
Yeah.
o'clock becomes 9 o'clock.
Copy that.
Yeah.
As soon as I did it, I'm going to copy
But
and go back and do it.
my time jumps an hour forward.
Yeah, so 4 hours.
So that means Paul's going to go live at 9 o'clock our time, not 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it will be 10 o'clock, but
It's another month and a half. Let's talk about it then.
It's 3 weeks for me.
No, it will be 9 o'clock. Yeah, it will be 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it'll be 9 o'clock our time.
Yeah,
Paul
at
usually goes.
1 o'clock in the afternoon and 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Just for that week.
Paul usually goes at 7 a.m. in Australian Standard Time.
Okay.
It goes to 8, but doesn't change if you're in Queensland.
Okay.
Queensland does not do daylight saving here.
Okay. What I really need to know is, right, when folks back here, our wedding's at 1 o'clock. What time will that be in the US?
1:12. 4 hours.
It'll be 4 hours difference, isn't it?
9 in the morning.
Right. So technically, when Paul goes live.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Paul.
Sorted.
You getting cold feet, David?
What was that, Lance?
Are you getting cold feet?
Cold feet? No.
Do you know what
Feet
that
on cold,
refers
everything
to?
else is.
Do you know what that refers to when you get married? When we say you're getting married, that might be an American thing.
No, it is a thing over here, but I'm not getting cold feet. I'm actually warming. I'm warming my feet up, ready to run.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
I'm a bit like a racing car. I'm just warming up my tyres.
Well, are you going to have a big bachelor party?
No.
Hey, Paul, I'm jumping off. Johnny's coming on. I want to go see him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I want to see what they say about it.
Okay, should we shut it down then?
Yeah,
That's up
because
to
I'm gonna
y'all.
jump off too.
Later, y'all.
Speak to you all
Okay,
tomorrow.
everybody. Hey,
Are we
thanks for
packing
being
it in?
here. It's 7 o'clock. We'll see you again tomorrow morning, Eastern time at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Bye.